Have you ever wondered what your body is quietly telling you about the years ahead? When you cross the threshold of 70, something shifts. Time begins to feel different. Each season carries more weight, more meaning, more urgency. Your body whispers secrets about your future in ways you might not even notice. Some individuals in their 70s radiate vitality, moving through the world with energy and mental clarity that seems almost effortless. Others find themselves gradually fading, confronting health challenges and persistent exhaustion that dims their days. What creates this profound difference? The answer lies in specific indicators, subtle yet remarkably telling clues that offer a window into what lies ahead. Throughout this video, we'll explore 7 powerful signs that can actually reveal your potential lifespan beyond 70. These aren't random superstitions or wishful thinking. They're grounded in documented research and clinical observations from studying thousands of people who've lived exceptionally long, vibrant lives. By the time we finish, you'll understand precisely what signals to watch for within your own body and daily routines. More crucially, you'll discover actionable steps to dramatically improve your odds of not just living longer, but thriving with genuine vitality. Stay engaged through every moment, because the smallest details you're currently missing could fundamentally transform your remaining years. Once you recognize these patterns, you'll possess a crystal-clear picture of your current trajectory and understand exactly which adjustments could add precious years to your existence. Let's begin this journey together. Sign 1. Your walking speed. One of the most revealing predictors of your longevity after 70 isn't buried in complex genetic testing, extensive medical charts, or sophisticated dietary analysis. It's remarkably straightforward: how quickly you walk. Research demonstrates conclusively that individuals who maintain a confident, energetic walking rhythm throughout their 70s and 80s consistently outlive those whose pace has noticeably diminished. Why does this matter so profoundly? Your walking speed connects directly to comprehensive health markers, including muscular integrity, cardiovascular efficiency, circulatory wellness, and even cognitive function. Picture 2 individuals, Marcus and Leonard, both 75 years of age. Marcus embraces his morning walks religiously, maintaining a purposeful stride that never falters when navigating crosswalks or ascending staircases. His movements flow with balance, coordination, and unmistakable confidence. Leonard, conversely, enjoyed an active lifestyle previously, but over recent years his pace has deteriorated dramatically. He finds himself constantly lagging behind companions, requiring frequent rest periods, and occasionally experiencing unsettling moments of instability. While Marcus's steady tempo reveals a body still operating harmoniously, Leonard's declining speed serves as a concerning alarm that his physical systems are breaking down. A hesitant, shuffling gait isn't merely an inevitable consequence of growing older. It frequently indicates serious underlying problems such as deteriorating muscle mass, compromised blood flow, or emerging neurological complications. Your legs represent your body's structural foundation, and when they begin weakening, your entire system's durability suffers alongside them. Here's the encouraging news. Walking speed responds beautifully to intervention. The more consistently you walk, the more strength you preserve and even rebuild. If you've observed yourself moving more slowly, don't dismiss this warning. Begin making deliberate efforts to restore your capacity, whether through daily walking routines, incorporating resistance training with modest weights, or practicing fundamental leg-strengthening movements. Ultimately, the velocity at which you navigate through life physically can literally predict how many more years you'll continue moving forward. Pay genuine attention to your rhythm. It represents perhaps the most accessible method to assess your longevity potential. Sign 2. Your grip strength. This might surprise you, but the firmness of your handshake could be broadcasting more information about your future than you've ever imagined. Scientific studies have identified grip strength as among the most accurate predictors of overall vitality in aging populations. A strong, confident grip indicates robust muscular development, healthy circulation, and a properly functioning nervous system. Conversely, a weakening or diminishing grip functions as an early warning signal of muscle deterioration, increasing frailty and heightened vulnerability to severe health complications. Consider Thomas, a 78-year-old gentleman who's consistently taken pride in his powerful handshake. He maintained his activity levels, incorporated light resistance training, and never experienced difficulty opening containers or transporting shopping bags. Compare him to Gerald, also 78, who began recognizing that seemingly simple tasks like unscrewing bottle caps or maintaining hold on heavier items felt increasingly challenging. He rationalized these changes as simply part of getting older, but what Gerald failed to understand was that his declining grip strength was actually signaling progressive muscle loss, which dramatically increases his susceptibility to dangerous falls, injuries, and potentially shorten life expectancy. Your hands mirror your body's total muscular health. When your grip weakens, the rest of your physical structure typically follows the same downward trajectory. The more strength you surrender, the more difficult maintaining independence, activity, and resilience becomes. The uplifting news? Grip strength can absolutely be rebuilt. Straightforward exercises like repeatedly compressing a tennis ball, utilizing hand strengthening devices, or regularly lifting moderate weights can help preserve your grip and keep your muscles functioning optimally. Take this moment to evaluate your grip. If handshakes feel less firm than they once did, or if routine tasks are becoming increasingly difficult, don't rationalize it away. Your ability to physically hold onto objects today might directly correlate to how firmly you'll hold onto life itself in the coming years. If you're still following along and finding genuine value in these revelations, please comment the number 2 below to show me you're actively engaged. If you haven't subscribed yet, I strongly encourage you to subscribe and activate notifications so you never miss our content. Now, let's continue forward. Sign 3. Your ability to stand on one leg. Balance rarely enters people's consciousness until it begins slipping away. However, your capacity to stand on one leg for a minimum of 10 seconds ranks among the strongest indicators of your remaining lifespan. Scientists have discovered that individuals struggling with balance face significantly higher risks of experiencing falls, sustaining injuries, and even developing cognitive deterioration. In contrast, those who preserve excellent balance well into their 70s and beyond consistently enjoy longer, healthier existences. Imagine 2 women, Diana and Patricia, both in their early 70s. Diana has maintained consistent activity throughout her life. She walks every single day, practices yoga regularly, and can effortlessly lift one foot off the ground for extended periods without any wobbling. Patricia, however, hasn't prioritized her balance over the years. When she attempts standing on one leg, she immediately begins tipping sideways, desperately needing to grasp onto something for stabilization. What Patricia hasn't realized is that this balance loss isn't simply an annoying inconvenience. It's a significant warning signal that her coordination abilities, muscle strength, and possibly even brain function are deteriorating. Maintaining good balance requires strong legs, a responsive nervous system, and a healthy, well-functioning brain working in perfect synchronization. If you notice yourself stumbling with increasing frequency, feeling unsteady when changing direction quickly, or constantly needing to hold walls or furniture for support, immediate action is essential. The beautiful part? Balance absolutely can be improved. Simple practices like standing on one foot for several seconds daily, walking in a heel-to-toe pattern, or engaging in gentle Tai Chi can help you restore stability and confidence. Try this assessment immediately. Stand up and lift one foot completely off the ground. Can you maintain this position for 10 seconds without struggling or swaying? If not, don't become alarmed. But absolutely don't ignore this warning either. The more effort you invest in improving your balance today, the more stable and secure you'll remain throughout the years stretching before you. Sign 4. Your sleeping patterns. The quality of your nightly rest reveals profound truths about your potential longevity. Sleep transcends simple rest. It's The sacred time when your body initiates repair processes, fortifies immune defenses, and eliminates harmful toxins that accumulate in your brain throughout waking hours. Research consistently shows that individuals over 70 who maintain regular, restorative sleep patterns typically live longer and experience superior health, while those battling poor sleep face elevated risks of memory loss, cardiovascular disease, and compromised immune function. Think about two men, Arthur and Donald, both in their mid-70s. Arthur follows a consistent bedtime schedule, typically sleeps approximately 7 hours nightly, and awakens feeling genuinely refreshed and energized. Donald, conversely, endures restless nights, constantly tossing and turning, waking repeatedly throughout the darkness, and frequently struggling to fall asleep initially. Over extended periods, Arthur's body continues operating efficiently. His mental acuity remains razor-sharp, and his energy reserves stay consistently high. Donald, however, begins experiencing persistent mental fog, crushing daytime exhaustion, and even concerning fluctuations in his blood pressure, all directly connected to his deteriorating sleep quality. If you wake frequently during nighttime hours, experience difficulty maintaining sleep, or discover yourself feeling depleted even after spending adequate hours in bed, don't brush these symptoms aside. Your body is communicating something critical. Poor sleep can stem from numerous sources, including chronic stress, inadequate nutrition, insufficient physical activity, or undiagnosed medical conditions such as sleep apnea. The encouraging reality? Sleep quality responds remarkably well to lifestyle modifications. Simple adjustments like eliminating screen exposure before bedtime, establishing a reliable routine, maximizing natural sunlight exposure during morning hours, or avoiding substantial meals late in the evening can create tremendous improvements. Quality sleep isn't merely about feeling well-rested. It's fundamentally about keeping your body and mind operating at peak performance. Tonight, pay careful attention to your sleep experience. If you consistently wake exhausted, struggle maintaining continuous sleep, or sense your sleep patterns have shifted in recent years, implementing changes becomes imperative. The quality of your rest today might very well determine how strong and healthy you remain throughout the years ahead. If you're still watching and discovering value in these insights, please comment the number 4 below to confirm you're here with me. If you haven't subscribed yet, I genuinely recommend subscribing and turning on notifications so you won't miss any future videos. Your support enables us to keep creating meaningful content that informs and inspires your journey. Now let's move forward together. Sign 5, your appetite and eating habits. How you approach eating after turning 70 stands as one of the most powerful indicators of your remaining lifespan. A robust appetite combined with nutritionally balanced eating keeps your body strong, your immune defenses resilient, and your energy levels consistently elevated. Conversely, sudden appetite loss or deteriorating eating patterns can signal underlying health complications and potentially accelerate the aging process itself. Consider two women, Ruth and Dorothy, both 74 years of age. Ruth genuinely enjoys her meals, consumes a diverse array of fresh, whole foods, and maintains stable body weight without difficulty. She anticipates preparing her own nutritious meals and feels consistently energized throughout her days. Dorothy, however, has noticed her hunger signals simply aren't what they once were. She frequently skips meals, depends heavily on processed convenience foods, and has unintentionally shed weight over the past 12 months. What Dorothy hasn't grasped is that her diminishing appetite isn't merely a minor change. It's a critical red flag suggesting her body may be struggling to absorb essential nutrients properly, which could weaken her muscular system, decelerate her metabolism, and potentially compromise her immune defenses. Decreased appetite in older adults frequently connects to underlying health concerns, including digestive complications, hormonal imbalances, or even early indicators of cognitive decline. When you're not consuming adequate nutrition, your body begins cannibalizing its own muscle tissue, resulting in weakness, frailty, and dramatically increased risks of dangerous falls and illness. If you've recognized changes in your eating behaviors, whether it's feeling satisfied too quickly, experiencing diminished interest in food, or observing unexpected weight reduction, taking action becomes essential. Eating properly after 70 isn't simply about preventing hunger. It's about providing your body with the precise nutrients required to function optimally at every level. Concentrate on whole, nutrient-dense foods, maintain proper hydration, and never ignore a shrinking appetite. Your body could be urgently trying to communicate that something requires immediate attention. Ask yourself honestly, are you still experiencing genuine enjoyment from your meals? Are you consuming sufficient protein, dietary fiber, and healthy fats to keep your body functioning strongly? Or have you noticed declining appetite and energy that you've been rationalizing away? The way you nourish yourself today creates direct, measurable impact on how strong and independent you'll remain throughout the years ahead. Sign 6. Your ability to handle stress. How you manage stress after reaching 70 can reveal tremendous amounts about your potential longevity. Chronic, unrelenting stress doesn't merely affect your emotional state. It systematically weakens immune defenses, dramatically elevates cardiovascular disease risk, and genuinely accelerates biological aging processes. Conversely, individuals who've mastered effective stress management techniques consistently stay healthier, more physically active, and mentally sharper well into their later decades. Consider James and William, both 76 years old. James encounters challenges identical to everyone else. Unexpected financial pressures, health concerns, family complications, but he's cultivated the ability to handle them with remarkable calm and steady composure. He practices deliberate, deep breathing techniques, maintains active social engagement, and refuses to obsess over problems beyond his influence. William, however, clings tightly to stress. He perpetually worries about circumstances completely outside his control, feels overwhelmed by minor frustrations, and frequently finds himself trapped in destructive negative thought cycles. Over extended time, this relentless stress systematically damages his body. His blood pressure climbs dangerously, his sleep quality plummets, and his energy reserves continuously drain. Prolonged stress triggers widespread inflammation throughout the body, which researchers have linked to virtually every major age-related disease from Alzheimer's to serious heart conditions. If you frequently feel tense, irritable, or emotionally depleted, don't minimize these symptoms. Discovering effective stress management approaches, whether through mindfulness meditation, physical exercise, controlled breathing practices, or even therapeutic laughter, can literally add years to your existence. Ask yourself honestly, when challenges inevitably arise, do you adapt flexibly and move forward, or do you clutch worry tightly and allow stress to dominate your experience? Your capacity to remain calm, identify practical solutions, and focus energy on what you can actually control isn't just beneficial for mental health. It's a fundamental factor determining both how long and how well you'll live. If you're still engaged and finding these insights genuinely valuable, please comment the number 6 below to let me know you're actively here. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and activating the bell notification so you never miss our videos. Your support helps us continue producing quality content that informs and inspires your journey. Now, let's continue forward. Sign 7. Your social connections. The depth and strength of your relationships can be among the clearest predictors of how long you might live beyond 70. Scientific research consistently demonstrates that individuals with strong social bonds, whether through genuine friendships, family relationships, or community participation, typically live longer, healthier, more fulfilling lives. Isolation and loneliness, conversely, have been definitively linked to elevated risks of heart disease, clinical depression, cognitive deterioration, and even premature mortality. Think about 2 women, Evelyn and Helen, both 78 years of age. Evelyne maintient un vibrant social existence. She stays consistently connected with longtime friends, actively participates in a neighborhood book discussion group, and treasures time spent with family members. She genuinely looks forward to her conversations, laughs frequently and authentically, and feels deep connection to the community around her. Helen, however, spends the overwhelming majority of her time in solitude. She's gradually lost contact with most friends over the passing years, and although she has family, she rarely initiates communication. As months accumulate, she begins experiencing profound isolation. Her emotional state declines progressively, and her overall health begins suffering measurably. Human connection transcends mere emotional support. It plays a direct, measurable role in physical health and bodily function. When you genuinely interact with others, your brain remains actively engaged, your stress hormones decrease significantly, and your body releases beneficial chemicals that promote comprehensive well-being. If you found yourself gradually withdrawing from social activities, actively avoiding phone conversations, or spending considerably more time alone than previously, changing this pattern becomes crucial. Staying connected doesn't require constant immersion in crowds or perpetual social events. Even modest efforts, reaching out to reconnect with an old friend, joining a group sharing common interests, or making it habitual to engage in meaningful conversations, can create profound differences. The relationships you deliberately nurture today don't simply bring momentary happiness. They actively help ensure you remain healthier and live longer throughout the years stretching before you. Now that you've discovered these 7 revealing signs, take a quiet moment to honestly reflect on where you currently stand. Are you moving through life radiating strength and confidence? Or have you begun noticing subtle shifts that might be serving as warning signals? The genuinely encouraging news is that most of these factors, your walking speed, grip strength, balance capabilities, sleep quality, eating patterns, stress management, and social connections, are elements you possess the power to improve dramatically. Your future isn't predetermined or locked in stone, and the conscious choices you make today can create powerful, lasting impact on how many vibrant years stretch ahead of you. If you've identified areas requiring improvement, don't wait passively for a doctor to inform you it's time to make changes. Start immediately right now. Walk more consistently. Strengthen your muscles intentionally. Prioritize restorative sleep. Stay meaningfully connected socially, and discover effective methods to manage stress constructively. The ultimate goal isn't merely surviving longer. It's about living better, richer, more fully. Because ultimately, longevity isn't simply about the number of years remaining on your personal calendar, but rather the quality of life you experience deeply within those precious years. Thank you genuinely for joining us today. We'd love to hear directly from you. Leave a comment below sharing one thing you learned today and how you plan to implement in your life. Your thoughts matter tremendously to us, so please don't hesitate to share them openly. Reading your comments provides us with incredible motivation and encouragement to continue this work. If you enjoyed this video and found it genuinely helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit. Your support enables us to keep creating quality content designed to inform and inspire you on your journey. Thanks for watching, and we genuinely look forward to